Ryan, good to catch up ahead of this weekend's game against Stevenage. I mean, reflecting back on the Easter weekend, 4 points seems like a really good turnaround.
Yeah, definitely. I think we can probably be a little bit disappointed we didn't get 6 as well with the way we conceded at the end. But overall, I think, especially to go 1 goal behind against Cheltenham, difficult place to go. Obviously, we had fantastic support. And we were just pleased to obviously get that win and send the 1,500 fans home happy.
It was fantastic late win. Probably did deserve it in the end on the bounce play, particularly the first half. Did that feel like a big result in the context of the season for you?
Yeah, I think as you said, we fully deserved it, especially on the first half. And it seems like a bit of a running thing at the moment. Obviously, we dominated against Fleetwood as well in the first half. And teams have to obviously come out and change second half because it can't continue like that. Otherwise, it's going to be a long day. So obviously they came out, changed the formation, I think they changed a couple of players as well. And they made it much more difficult for us second half. But I think that shows again the character of the group and probably where we've come from as well. That feel-good factor I've been speaking about. And I think overall we fully deserve to win the game.
I think this is the first time we've spoken since you joined us, actually. How have you found your time down here since January?
Yeah, it's been fantastic. I've really enjoyed myself so far. I obviously had to bide my time slightly at the start of my time here. Obviously, that was still building up fitness and whatnot as well with what went on before that. But I've really sort of settled now. Feel like I've got my foot in the door a little bit and hopefully, my performances are showing that on a match day.
I'm not sure how much you see or read, but you certainly have gained a lot of plaudits from the supporters, and from opposition supporters in some games as well. I know you're all about your own game and focusing on what you do, but is that quite nice to hear?
Yeah, it is. I can't say that I see it too often, to be honest with you. I try not to look at those things. Maybe when I was younger I probably did, but you get a little bit older and you learn to just worry about yourself, I think. But obviously that's great to hear. It's very nice to hear actually, and especially after, if I'm being honest, I probably had a difficult period for quite a long time. So it's nice to be able to show people what I'm really about again, and football's a very short memory game for a lot of people. They seem to forget about you pretty quickly, so it's nice to be able to probably remind those people what I'm all about again a little bit. And I feel like there's still a lot more to come from me, and hopefully I can do that from now till the end of the season, and then we'll see what happens after that.
You've settled in seamlessly into that midfield, whether you're playing with Tom or whether you're playing with Reece, or both, in fact. How have you found playing, particularly with those two?
Yeah, it's been really good. I'm obviously living with them as well, so I get to know a lot about them as well. Obviously, I know Reece from when he was a young lad at Brentford as well. So that's been ideal for me as well to really get a good friendship group as well around the place. But it's been good from a football point of view. Obviously, as I said, that I think the style of play at the actual football club really suits me, and to have players in and around me who probably see the game being played the way I do, then it's fell into place quite nicely.
We know you've got a year left on your contract at Hull. Have you yet had those conversations about where your future may lie, whether that's here or there, or is that something that you're going to wait until the end of the season?
Yeah, I've not spoke about that once, to be honest with you. I'm sure, obviously my representatives or whatever, they'll be speaking to Hull probably pretty soon, and to see where they see things and where we see things, and then we'll just take it from there, to be honest. But my main focus is to continue doing pretty well on a match day, and hopefully improving again, and trying to just achieve success for myself and obviously for the club. And I think success for the club would be beating the points tally from last season and hopefully beating it by some way.
That starts on Saturday against Stevenage, a side who are pushing for the playoffs. It seems at this stage of the season, no matter your opponent, they're fighting for something, whether that be to stay up or perhaps to go up.
Yeah, definitely. I think Stevenage have obviously had a fantastic season. I think Steve's obviously done a really good job there. Again, it'll be a different test for us. I think obviously they'll be pretty direct. They're strong. They're full of men if you want to say it like that. But we've got to stand up to that and then implement our style of play on them. And obviously we want to try and dictate the game, but be progressive with that, and obviously cause them a lot of problems. So we'll see how that goes.
They're on a bit of a winless run, but a lot of draws in there, which suggests they're perhaps quite a difficult side to break down.
Yeah, definitely. I think, as I said, that they're a group of men, if you want to say it like that. They're strong, they're direct. So I think it's just all about how we approach the game and how we can implement our style on them, as I've said, and hopefully we'll come out on top.
Something we've said numerous times in the last few weeks is the difference that the support makes. I think we all spoke about the end of the Burton game, the start of the Charlton game. We got the early goal, and then of course at Cheltenham they were fantastic. It does feel like a 12-man. They really do give you that extra energy on the pitch, don't they? Yeah,
definitely. And I think especially at the end of the Cheltenham game as well, they were superb with us throughout. But I think I watched the clip back. I think there's like a 4-minute video, and it's brilliant. Obviously, there's a few good songs being sung. The lads are joining in. You can see the togetherness, I think, of the group and of the club as a whole, and that's only down to them being obviously travelling so well and supporting us at home as well. But we've got to give them something to be happy about, and at the moment we're doing that, and hopefully we can continue to do that.